Welcome. Just getting things set up everywhere. Hi, folks. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to give everybody a second to join. It's so nice to be sharing space with all of you today. Welcome to Live with Heather Vickery. I am your host, Heather Vickery. Go figure. Maybe one day, I was talking to a good friend that I've known for ages in the podcasting industry yesterday, Larry Roberts. If you just happen to see this, hey, Larry Roberts. Years ago, hey, Brian, welcome. Years ago, Larry, who does a live show, lost his voice, and he had me and a couple of other people come on as like stand-in hosts because he couldn't run the show. So maybe one day I will have a stand-in for the Live with Heather Vickery show. It won't actually be live with me, but it is. Hi, everybody. I am a transformational success coach, mentor, and guide here to help you come home to yourself, to learn to like, love, and trust yourself in all of the ways to build a foundation of enoughness, of worthiness, of confidence, love, all of that from the inside out. Instead of going out into the world and looking for all of your answers and then trying to bring that in and change yourself, I want you to know yourself. I want you to understand yourself, love yourself, trust yourself. And that's what we do. And we can do that in easy, simple, bite-sized ways. Doesn't have to take a lot of time, doesn't have to take a lot of money. And it is my immense pleasure and joy to support you on that mission. I'm here every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central for Live with Heather Vickery, which is just where I share a new, unique way to step into yourself, to step into your bravery out of fear and learning to trust yourself, show up for yourself, care for yourself, just one new small way. I'm really passionate about today's topic. I will tell you that right now. This is something that has been showing up for me a lot. Before I get into today's topic, which is protecting your peace and joy, and trust me, we need to all be doing that, protecting our peace and joy. I want to just let you all know that next week will be the last live show of the year. So we are taking a little bit of a break. Everybody deserves a break. You do, I do, part of protecting my peace and my joy. And also, there are only 4 more days to save 20% on any of the products in my store and to get access to the Spark Collective for as little as $5 a month. The code, if you go to my shop, is holiday20. You can save 20%. And then if you want to join the Spark Collective and get an annual membership, you can do that as well. Here's the deal. I made the decision this week that I am not going to discount the Spark Collective ever again. Its normal rate is $8 a month. I'm very content to leave it at that because it is important to me that anybody, anywhere, any of you who are ready to show up for yourself, to learn to like, love, and trust yourself, to find small ways to support yourself every day on this mission of embracing your bravery and building a foundation of enoughness from the inside out. I want everybody to have access to it, every human being. So that's why I keep it at $8 a month. That's why it's on the Telegram app so that it is quick and easy and where you want it, when you want it. And all of the work inside of it is less than 15 minutes, folks. You can do this work for yourself in really short time span. All of that to be said, it's well worth the $8 a month that I charge. And so after the 18th of December, you're never, ever going to see it discounted again. Never going to happen because it's undervaluing something that's already so affordable. The other thing we're discontinuing is the high touch, high level coaching included custom VIP human design readings. For right now, until December 18th, you can book your own custom design reading, custom human design reading for $100 off. You can save $100. That is me pulling it, spending hours pulling a custom chart, spending 2 hours going over that custom chart with you live and directly, and giving you an access for a week of coach on call for integration and questions and all of that. I'm presenting a whole new way to do human design readings in 2024. Stay tuned. This will be the last time I offer this. End of this year is it. So if you want one, y'all go and grab one because this is literally the end of the road. All right, so that's all the housekeeping stuff. Go get your journals, get your books, your copies of my book, Fuck Fearless, your Create Brave card decks, get them as gifts, get them as stocking stuffers, save 20%, support small business, support women-owned business, support queer-owned business, do all the things. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. My life as I've aged, and so those of you who've been around a minute know I turned 49 on December 9th, which was last Saturday. The thing that has become so abundantly clear to me is that joy is the goal. Joy is the goal. Having joy, seeking joy, experiencing joy. Joy is the goal. There are a lot of ways to get there. Feeling rested brings me joy. Feeling excited brings me joy. Adventure brings me joy. Connection with my children, my partner, my people, my friends, connection with all of you, it brings me joy. Seeing people light up and trust themselves brings me joy. Lots of things bring me joy. But there are also lots of things that take away my joy. Lots of things that prevent me from experiencing joy. Now, the truth of the matter is, we all have a lot more control over that than we think we do. Trust me when I tell you that, it's true. We can make choices all day, every day that either lead us closer to our joy or take us away from our joy. And today I want to share with you some practices for mastering the art of protecting your peace and protecting your joy. If there is a thing that you enjoy and love, let that be enough. So, here are just some tips. I have 5 ways that you can protect your peace and your joy, prioritizing your joy while still being a wonderful, inclusive person that welcomes everybody, that supports as many people as possible. You're kind. Remember that niceness is not always kind. Niceness is surface level, kind is heart centered. But here are 5 ways that you can protect your peace and prioritize your joy. Mastering the art of discernment is one beautiful way to prioritize your joy and protect your peace. To put it a little bit more bluntly, it's time to stop giving a fuck what other people think about the things that bring you joy and that work for you, whatever your boundaries are. You have every right to ignore comments and ideas that do not align with you, your joy, and your priorities. If you love a thing and somebody else doesn't want you to love that thing, who cares? You don't have to accept that. You don't have to take that. If you love a movie, red, white, and royal blue, okay, that's just me. It's actually not just me. Some of you watching might also love red, white, and royal blue. And you want to watch it because it is a safe space for you. It makes you feel calm. It brings you joy. Do that. And if somebody else doesn't get it or understand, who cares? That's about them, not about you. Whatever you love, if you're a gamer, if work is the thing that brings you the most joy, I mean, I love my job, but I don't want to work all the time. But there are people who that feels balanced to them. They really love that. Whatever it is, if it's travel, if it's hiking, if it's camping, it's not that for me. If it's sports, if it's reading tarot cards, if it's meditating, if it's sleeping, whatever the thing is that brings you the most joy, do that and master the art of discernment. Decide what deserves and what doesn't deserve your caring. What does or doesn't deserve your response. Because you do not have to even respond to everybody else's thoughts and ideas about what brings you joy. You don't even have to engage. You can just ignore it. How powerful is that? Just walk away from it. So that's number 1, mastering the art of discernment. Number 2 is curate your inner circle with precision. Okay. So, in order to protect your peace and prioritize your joy, You have to curate your inner circle with precision. Surround yourself with people who contribute positively to your life, the people who cheer you on, who support you, who hold space for your pain, who help you stay steadfast in your pursuits. They are your biggest fans. They also may call you on your bullshit on occasion, right? I do that for a lot of people in my inner circle, right? Hey, do you hear yourself right now? Do you see yourself right now? They're not going to let you be unkind to yourself. They're going to help you protect your peace and prioritize your joy. These are the people who have patience and understanding and want you to explore your joy rather than pissing on your parade, right? They are here for whatever helps you feel peaceful and joyful. They are here to be part of a yes team for the things that allow you to feel peaceful and prioritize your joy. They're not going to piss on your parade. They're not going to tell you why you shouldn't like something or shouldn't want something, even though they don't understand it or it doesn't bring them joy or peace. They're going to go, yeah, if that's for you, I'm for it. Curate your inner circle with precision. The third thing that you can and should do right now in order to protect your peace and prioritize your joy, my goodness, set boundaries like it is your damn job. Boundaries are your key to guilt-free freedom. I've been talking about boundaries for years. My love, set them, but you can't just set them. You have to communicate them and you have to stick to them. How do we do that? Well, there's lots of ways to do that. I do tons of workshops and keynote presentations around boundaries, but you want to think about what really, really hurts. What are the areas that are really painful? Those are the areas you want to set boundaries around. And then once you set them and you communicate them clearly to anyone else who is potentially affected by those boundaries, all of the sudden, you have this beautiful ability to manage expectations, to say, this is what is acceptable to me. So, boundaries, by definition, define limits of acceptability. And when you add that Heather Vickery Brave Method twist to it, you want to remember that you get to decide what's acceptable. You are the one that gets to decide what is acceptable to you. And so setting boundaries and communicating them clearly puts everyone on the same page. It allows everyone to operate from the same set of expectations. Remember that people cannot give you what you want if they don't know what it is. Set those boundaries like it's your damn job. That was the third. The fourth thing, when it comes to protecting your peace and prioritizing your joy, is that when someone chimes in with an unwelcome opinion, take a deep breath and ask yourself, does this serve me? Is this comment about me or is it about them? Is this observation even worth my time and my energy for response? Does this bring value to my life right now in this moment? And more importantly, does it require a response from me? So the work there, prioritizing your joy, protecting your peace, is when something sets you off and you know it and you feel it and you want to respond and you want to defend yourself and you want to engage. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, does this serve me right now? Is this about me or is it about them? Is responding to this worth my time and my energy? Does it inform anything to me? Does it bring any value into my life? And if it doesn't, you have permission to just walk away. Now, I can give you that permission, but you don't need it from me. You need it from you. You need it from yourself. And the last thing that you can do right now to protect your peace and prioritize your joy is remember not to forget to invest in you, invest in yourself. Prioritizing self care has to be a non negotiable. It has to be a non negotiable in your daily routine. Now, what that looks like for you day to day may differ. That's okay. Doesn't have to, if you're not a super routine person, that's okay. It doesn't have to be super routine. But this is an investment in your physical and mental well being. And you cannot spread peace and joy unless the foundation of you is solid. It's just like when you're on a plane, right? The oxygen mask effect. You have to put your own mask on before you can help someone else, because otherwise you're going to pass out and then you're not useful to anyone else. You have to start with you, building a foundation of you, of, of protection and joy and enoughness and caring for yourself. It has to start inside. You have to decide right now, today. Are you ready to show up for yourself? Are you willing to protect your peace and prioritize your joy? And know that when you choose that, the people around you choose it also. They see it. I got logged out for some reason, and I don't know why. So bear with me. I'm back, Instagram. I do not know what happened, but I can tell you this much. Instagram does not love me lately. Last week, it also cut me off right at the end of my live show. So I apologize for that. So I'm going to do a quick recap for those of you who are just now tuning in on Instagram because I got kicked out before. 5 quick ways to prioritize your joy and protect your peace. Master the art of discernment, right? Decide what you don't care about, what you don't need to own. 2 is curate your inner circle with precision. Make sure you are surrounding yourself with incredible, beautiful people who want to see you win, who are here for your peace and your joy, and not to just piss on your parade. 3 is set boundaries like it is your damn job. Boundaries define limits of acceptable behavior, and you get to decide what's acceptable. You get to decide what's acceptable. When you set and keep and communicate clear boundaries, everybody gets to work from the same set of expectations and understanding. People cannot give you what you want if they don't know what it is. 4 is when someone chimes in with something that's unwelcome or uninvited, take a deep breath, take a moment, and ask yourself, does this really serve me? Is this about me or is it about them? Does it even require a response from me? Perhaps you can just walk away. And the last one is, please remember to invest in yourself, because prioritizing self-care has to be a non-negotiable. Every day, caring for yourself has to be non-negotiable. What that looks like may change day to day. I guide people through that in my one-on-one coaching and in Spark and all different ways. What does showing up for yourself look like today? Ask yourself that question. Be really honest about it. The importance of taking a mindful approach to well-being and safeguarding your peace and prioritizing your joy cannot be overstated. It is not merely a luxury or an indulgence. It's a sound strategy. It is the foundation for which you can build everything that you want, all of your success, personal, professional, whatever it is. Prioritizing your joy and protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's a beautiful move towards achieving joy and excellence in every other part of your life. And I want you to embrace it and nurture it and experience the powerful transformation that comes when you decide to say yes to yourself. So, how are you saying yes to yourself today? One of the fastest, easiest ways to do that is to join me in the Spark Collective. For as little as $5 a month until the 18th, you can show up for yourself in magical, beautiful ways. The Spark Collective is changing lives, but it's on your own terms, in your own way. It doesn't break the bank. It doesn't fuck up your calendar. It is easy, easy, easy. It's normally $8 a month. Until the 18th, you can get in for as little as $5 a month. And I'm telling you, that is going away forever. I will never be discounting Spark again after the 18th. It's $8 a month. That's not changing. But here's your chance. Go in right now. Comment. Send me a message. Send me a DM. Send me an email. Let me know. How are you prioritizing yourself? How are you protecting your peace and prioritizing your joy? Your joy is paramount. And I love to see you in your joyful element. I love to see you winning and celebrating and showing up for yourself. It is such a gift. It is such a joy. Please, please take the time to do that for yourself. All right, let's pull a Create Brave card. These are a deck of manifestation cards that I co-created with my friend Rachel Swanson. You can get them in my shop, and right now they are 20% off. Use code HOLIDAY20. They're beautiful. So remember that manifestation isn't about declaring something or saying something and it just magically comes true. Manifestation is about declaring something and then shifting the way you show up in the world so that you can get it. Y'all, the card just jumped right out. If you like tarot cards or oracle cards, you'll love the Create Brave cards. And oh, hello, friends. I always think that the card that's meant for me shows up. Authenticity is the card. I am the most honest version of myself. So, really interestingly, last week I watched a video. I got to find the link and share it with all of you. Last week, I found a link of scientists talking about how they now have the ability to monitor the vibration of different energies and then how those energies are received by other people and how it actually changes something. And I'm curious, do y'all know what the number one thing is that has the highest vibration that connects with the most people? Can you guess now? Because this card made me think of it. It's authenticity. Authenticity is the number one thing that creates the highest vibration. It's beautiful. So I will look into the guidebook and tell you what it says. I am the most honest version of myself. You're at your best when you're being authentic and honest. Showing up authentically is about real freedom. Authenticity gives you permission to be exactly who you are. By leaning into your whole self, you will find less conflict, more engagement, and more confidence. And it also helps the people around you to be honest and authentic themselves. Sometimes you are required to disappoint others in order to be your most authentic self. Don't I know it? Allow this to be okay. When you show up for yourself and you're consistent, it will remove barriers and false relationships. The people closest to you will honor you at your most honest and true self. If the people closest to you don't know the real you, identify what has stopped you from honestly sharing who you are. And there's a Create Brave prompt in the book, thing you can go out and do right now to step into your inner brave. Ask 3 people from different facets of your life to describe you at your best in 10 words or less. Look for themes in those responses. Spend time reflecting on how this resonates with your understanding of your authentic self. I love that. Y'all protect your peace, prioritize your joy. Please protect your peace and prioritize your joy. You are worth it. The people around you are worth it. You're choosing to protect to protect your peace and prioritize your joy becomes a mirror for the people around you. It allows them to see possibility and hope in themselves, to show up for themselves. If they see you doing it, they have a new thing to aspire to for themselves, and it is magical and beautiful. So please do that. Let me know how you're doing it. If you're not already in the Spark Collective, this is the time to do it. It's also a fantastic gift to give somebody else. If there is somebody that you really love and you want to see them prioritize their joy and stand in their peace and put themselves first, consider giving Spark as a gift. You can find all the details on my website at vickeryandco.com. Again, next week is our last week this year for the live show. One more this year. And I have a couple of cool announcements coming out. We're going to do a year-end workshop that's amazing. All of the details are coming out on that this weekend. It's called And That's a Wrap. We'll be doing reassessment, reflection, release, and rise, cord cutting, intention setting, word of the year. It's going to be beautiful. It's free for everybody who's in the Spark Collective. So if you're a member of the collective, you just get to come, just put it in your calendar. If not, and you want to join us, it's going to be $24. Can't have that just yet. You can register starting this weekend. Thank you for being here. Be sure to stay in touch. My name is Heather Vickery. Thanks for being here for Live with Heather Vickery. And remember to go out today and every single day and choose bravely. Bye now. Instagram, y'all.